I SOS. How you doing? Did your plans just all of a sudden change or blow up? It's Friday night. Friday night date night. I have a date with myself, Spirit, and you. So congratulations. If you found this, let's be one another's dates. Okay? What should we talk about? Let's get to know one another. Okay, Spirit, you're funny. I don't like that. We're going with just what Spirit wants to roll with right now. And Spirit does me a lot of things that I don't like to do. And we're rolling with this right now. We're seeing real time, real life of... I've made a few shorts of my day. And we're making real progress here. We're going through the work, and I'm at 113 when I look down. I'm showing you what the work looks like. So recap. I had someone reach out to me today, and very excited to hang out today and this evening, and gung ho, and I said sure. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I put my protections on. I cleaned and cleared myself, put my protections on, and did the things that I need to do. And I did, and I've been so excited. So excited. Past showing up. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. So, well, here I am with you. That's what happened. Which, it all happens for a reason. The whys and the hows and WTF that I'm sitting here asking Spirit, and I'm saying, get on, teach. Everything happens for a reason. Why, yes, it does. Just like my shirt says, happiness blooms from within. Well, yeah, it does. So here's us blooming from within and not having a shit storm like everybody thinks I'm going to do, or have a pity party or cry. And yeah, I have shed some tears, and I will continue because this is hurtful. It's hurtful when your past shows up and you missed your past so much, and then your past continues to check out on you. Why does the past fumble you? Well, because you're not supposed to go back to the past. You're supposed to be in the present moment moving forward. 311 when I look down. And that's your fuel. Present moment moving forward. Not stuck in the past. You know, I don't know why I'm sharing this with you, this particular thing I'm sharing, because Spirit has been making me acknowledge it. So I took a crash. Sunday will be 2 weeks that I took a big crash. And I have quite a few injuries from this crash. And if you've seen my videos, you've seen some of them. And I have to be gentle with all of them, but this one I'm sitting here observing right now. I just got a new pair of pants. New to me. Where this injury on my leg is where this big old hole on these pants are, and I didn't notice this when I tried these pants on. 414 when I looked down. I didn't notice this hole. The skid mark I would show you, but no. So on my pants there's this accident. Pretty good size. Well, if you were to see underneath the pants, well, that accident is there. I didn't have that accident in these pants. This is the first time I'm wearing these pants. I got these pants prior to the accident, although. What kind of synchronicity is that? What do y'all think? I want you to, this is interacting, okay? My reads are interactive, and I really love people jumping in and giving me your fills and your reads. Like, synchronistic, it lines up with the accident on my knee. But I wasn't wearing these pants. The pants that I was wearing, yeah, got the same thing going on that these ones do. What? Weird. Okay. 5:35. Moving on from that. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Besides being in my happy place, being out in Mother Nature and talking to y'all, being with Spirit, and just rolling with it, rolling with life, and chuck it in the F it bucket. Because that's what happens, and I can dwell on my heart being hurt and all the past and all the crap that's coming up, because this is not new for me. This has been my life. How many Friday nights did y'all get dressed up to go out, to hang out with people, and then they just cop out on you? And then you're like, well, what the F am I going to do? Well, I'll be fabulous by myself, I guess. I have a party date night by myself, which I guess is good because, you know, I got stuff to do early in the morning anyway, and I was kind of curious, like, oh, I'm going to have the boundary of I have to have an early evening because I have to be an adult. That's grand. Tomorrow I have to do adult things. I thought I was doing adult things this evening, but no. Y'all hear that diesel? Straight piped diesel? Yes. And then whistles blowing. Confirmation. Apparently it's too hot in the kitchen for people. 7:17 when I come around, apparently it's too hot in the kitchen and they just can't handle it. And they're like, oh, I'm out. Oh my God, it's too hot. 5 seconds ago, you were so excited. It was the grandest thing ever. Now, confirmation with the whistle again. Now all of a sudden you change your tune? Well, if you change your tune, great. Fine. I don't care. But update me that your tune changed. Because mine surely didn't. Well, it has. Having a Friday night date night with you guys. We're going to be dancing. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be grooving. 8:11. I don't have music in here, so what am I sitting on? There we go. Yeah, I'll get to put up with me and my shenanigans. So what were you supposed to do this Friday evening? Did you have plans? Yeah, sure, I have people that I could reach out to, but who's going to respond to me? I don't freaking know. I'm tired of that nonsense. I get over so quickly of reaching out and testing the waters with people and them being turds, and then they wonder why I don't want nothing to do with them, or they're always like, why did it take you so long to reach out to me? Oh, you remember last time what happened? Hi. I don't like being put on red, or you put me on green and I'm sitting there spinning my wheels waiting. And then you're like, red. It's like drag racing, y'all. What? How exciting is it when your favorite car gets up to the line and it's red and they're just smoking their tires? They're smoking them, and you can see the vehicle just lifting up, and you can see the torque that this engine has, and you can feel it. And you're so excited, and you're at that yellow light, and you know that light's gonna turn green. I'm shaking like a dog shooting razor blades, y'all. Why am I shaking now? I got that over with. Well, because I'm talking about drag racing, and I love drag racing. It's metaphor for today, y'all, and we're rolling with it. So then all of a sudden, for whatever, you're just stuck on yellow. And you know that light's turning green, but all of a sudden you get the call that says, because you got sick and tired of sitting there, so you're like, hello, check in, what the are we doing here? Because I'm done. Do you realize how much this momentum takes? Do you realize the energy this takes and what it does to the vehicle and the tires? And yes, it's made for this, but it's also made to go. And then all of a sudden you get told, no, sorry, we're not doing this race no more. We're not doing that. 11:01 when I looked on. Oh, man, that's so big. Do you know how dropped and let down that feels? 11:11. Do you know? Oh, I do. It's like getting drop kicked or belly flopping off a trampoline. Yeah, it feels flippin' tastic. Well, I'm just gonna jump on the trampoline and have fun. Yeah, I did my belly flop off the trampoline. But guess what? I got my big girl pants on today. And I realized what happened. I'm gonna get on the trampoline and I'm gonna have fun, and I'm just gonna jump away, and I'm just gonna be in my own little world, in my own little imagination, like I always am. And people would always be like, oh, so what did you do this weekend? Oh, well, I was supposed to do all this fun stuff this weekend, but people checked out on me, and so then I had to do my own thing. And then people want to call me crazy, because then they're like, well, what did you do? And I tell them what I did, and they're like, sorry, I have hair in my mouth. Yep, that's what I did. Me and Spirit, in my imagination, we went wild, and we had a party, and it was fun. It was good times. It's always good times when Spirit's involved. I just wish other humans wanted to be part of this. And if they're going to be a part of it, they can cause problems. And 12:44 when I said that. And here's the thing. I didn't realize this years ago, but it's something I realize now, that I just got something in my eyeball. There's that for reality right now, present moment. Swell. So, oh my, I might have to push pause. Yeah, hold on. Hopefully that comes back, because that was very distracting. That was in my flu in my eyeball. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. But present moment, I'm sitting here with y'all, and I'm connected to Spirit as I've always been. 1333, and it's my happy place. I do like human interaction. I really, really, really do. Even though I'm a hermit and I love being by myself, and it is most comforting being by myself, actually, because then I don't have to deal with anybody else's stuff. I don't have to fill their stuff, because that's the first and foremost for me, is I fill it. It's just a filler. So regardless of what you're saying and what you're presenting, I know differently. And guess what? Spirit is my bestie. But this one I didn't see coming. I really didn't. I don't understand why it happened. Everything happens for a reason. Guess I have to have an early bedtime. I don't know. I don't know. Where are you? Penny for your thoughts. Let's see. Let's see if I can get a penny. Yes. It might take me a momento. Well, crap. Is pennies non-existent these days? Oh, I'm finding treasures. Sweet. Penny for your thoughts. 1511 when I looked down. Okay, so let's see what year this is, because this is what I always do. 2010. I want you to timeline your life and go back to 2010 and tell me what happened in 2010. The number 185. France. 1 1/4. Organic. Very organic. 100% organic. Zig and a zag. And let's see. What the frick, friend? No. That friend wanted to hang out with me. No, sorry. You were not being my friend by crawling all over me. That's disgusting. I just had to exit a friend out because we're not that kind of friends. No. You don't get to crawl on my waist like that and think that you are entitled and that you have permission. Gross. That's my waist. That's my body. That's my skin. Go away, friend. And I don't care if I just killed you. I may have smushed you. Sorry, not sorry. That's what happens when you didn't ask permission with me. So number 3 again. And 1, 1, 1. The dropsies, the oopsies. 7. Out. Take the trash out. 1704 when I said that. I don't like how that is intertwined right there. I might have to fix that. Yeah, I'm not looking at you when I'm multitasking. Oh, fun. Oh, I gotta push pause. Light some candles for yourself. The color blue. Yes, the color blue for sure. If you really, like I said, I wasn't going to take no for an answer, but I ended up taking no for an answer. I'm not going to push people. I'm not going to force myself on people. That's just the way it is. The color purple. Royal, by Lorde is coming up, the song. And dancing is like, you know what? 1808 when I said this, I don't want to share this, but I wanted to be a dancer. And apparently I was very good at it. I don't know. I don't check myself that way. I was told yesterday, well, you're very hard on yourself. And I said, well, yes, I am. Thanks for noticing. So, and they said, you have a hard time letting yourself off the hook, even if you've achieved all your goals. You have a hard time, like, just letting yourself. Yeah. You saw me. Yeah. I did. So, that's me. That's me, for me. Why am I telling you this? And they're like, well, that's probably not so healthy. And I'm like, yeah, I know that's not healthy for myself. So I gotta let that go and do the healthy things for me in balance and alignment. And clearly that's what I wanted to do was not balanced and aligned for me. My screen is so dark, y'all, I can't even see. 1919. I can't even see y'all. So that's probably the reason why I wasn't looking down at you much. Because I can't see. Well, I can see. I can see beautifully. I just see differently than other people do. Yeah. And that's the conclusion I come to believe. My son has this saying. It's not just his, but his context is beautiful of why he says it. He says, I'm colorblind. Yeah, honey, me too. I'm totally colorblind. You are the one that holds the keys to your castle, to your future, to your dreams, to everything. I don't know if you can hear that loud car. Yeah. I was talking about drag racing earlier. Yeah. I'd love to go drag racing. It was so much fun. So many things are coming up in the community that I live in right now. And yeah, I could go do these things on all by myself. And I probably end up... I will probably be a willing participant to do that because people just bail on me all the time. And I'm going to still have fun in life even though people bail on me. I used to just sit there and be all sad about it. And yeah, again, it's hard not to be. But I'm just going to make my own fun. And I would be doing that this evening, but I do have a big day tomorrow that, like I said, I was nervous about how that was going to play out. About me having such a big day tomorrow. And so I think, this is all happening for a reason. I get to stay in, hang out with you guys, listen to music. Oh, I forgot about this beautiful thing that I found. Rings are a thing right now. Like, very much Viking is coming up. And in a way. They're gonna want to know, and because Vikings are like new fad type thing, right? But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about traditions here. We're talking about generations here, generational stuff, and breaking those patterns, and moving forward. And Game of Thrones is really coming up, especially with the dragons. The dragons are. Yeah. Again, another key, another code. Dragons. Fantasy. What are those things that draw your attention, that you just are obsessed with, that you just can't get out of your obsession? What is that? What does that look like for you? Because I'd surely like to know, because I know what it is for me. And 2222. Double numbers. Definitely like twins. I don't subscribe to the whole twin flame bull crap anymore like I used to. It is what it is. I don't even want to hear about that crap no more. I don't subscribe. We come in contact with people because we're supposed to, because they're on our soul journey. They're on our soul path, or we wouldn't. We're soulmates with everybody that we come in alignment with. Even people that we don't even know we're soulmates with. We could be walking down the street and we have a soul contract attachment. We will never know until we know. Holy, my screen is dark. So dark. Let's see something. I don't want to drop the phone, but I'm tired of holding it. 23:15 when I look down. I'm getting connected into ancestors. Yeah. Ancestors and your ancestry. Friday nights were about communions. It's coming together as a community, whether it was, well, as they're showing me, Friday nights were storytelling nights. Friday nights were about coming together as community, as a people, and we would all talk about our week, talk about our travels. Sometimes this was seasonal. Sometimes these things didn't happen unless, it was a seasonal thing. Like, I'm not getting into that. No. No. Yeah, you can push me later with that one. Talking to spirit. I very much feel called to the ancestors in my soul tribe and my soul community. Well, I thought that was out in the 3D, but right now we're right here. Yeah. I'm connecting with you guys in spirit, and not my 3D soul tribe, which is very small. Very, very small. And it continues to get smaller. What does this say? This is stamped. I love things that are stamped because then I'm like, ooh, what kind of message is that? Because there's a message in everything. So the letter T, again, the number 5, 25, 9, 925. M, the and sign, M, K, G, TGF Friday, TGIF Friday, whatever. That's coming up a lot. Twins, so much twins. Like, it doesn't matter if it's like twins of biology, like the Gemini twins. O, the letter O. Just things that are resonating, right? That's in alignment is what's coming up there. And the letter B, the letter C, the color green, the color black, I, the heart. I've been seeing the heart everywhere, which I always do see the heart. Feathers, and birds, always birds. Giraffes, elephants. Let me know, comment down and let me know how this resonates with y'all. I'd like to know. The whistle, the blowing of a whistle, how is that resonating? It right now, it makes me feel like I just got the vision once I heard it of being in the pool, like the pool and the lifeguard, but this is not what I'm actually seeing. I'm seeing in sitting on the stadium or walking around the pool. You're inside, right? The pool is inside a building, and the lifeguard is using their whistle, and people are swimming, and I'm being drawn to the flags that are out, and there's a dog barking for confirmation. Everybody's super happy. So I do see this ruckus is going on over here on my right hand side. It's masculine ruckus. I'm seeing wrestling right now, like the wrestling helmet, the one that someone would hopefully use to protect their noggin. That is super, super important. I'm gonna take these off. Somebody's stomach, digestive issues. Placement, alignment, balance. I'm just being shown wrestling, a lot of wrestling right now. It's 2 males that I keep seeing wrestling, and it's about teenage years. That's what I'm seeing. I see myself on the mat as the ref, and I'm like down here with them on the mat. Ooh, I just wanted to throw up. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up is what I'm hearing. Spiritual burps, confirmation. Someone is having some serious upset stomach right now. Oh my gosh, I just want to throw up. I gotta release this one. This is heavy energy. This is a lot of energy coming in. What's this throw up about, Divine? It's the releasing and letting go. The old stories need to be released. Oh, I don't want to start dry heaving, Spirit. Let's disconnect from this energy. Pause and breathe. I don't want to start dry heaving. That's not cool. I'm so sensitive that I tune in, and I just totally tune in, and I can just go, and it really is a lot on my physical body with the connections that I can make, that I do make. And it has, as a medium, you have to learn you have to have temperance with it, because you have to allow the energies in and the communication in, and it's a lot on the physical human body, and I get cold. My physical human body has a challenging time regulating itself. There's this needle that's moving that shouldn't be moving. Swell. Wow. 3013. That was oh, that was gross. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna disconnect from that. Total indigestion. Like acid reflux. That kind of indigestion. Still feeling nauseous. Pleiadian energy is coming in right now with 3044. No wonder I'm so nauseous. It takes a lot to allow the galactic energy to come in. What do you want to see? Cool. Light language here. Quick. Kitty No. Not that way. Not that way. The other way. Pivot. Okay. I don't really speak my light language very much, and that one was the first out one. So, that takes a lot out of me, y'all, to do that. But I'm so super grateful that it came out. And as it came out, those skies just got really dark. So, I was being told that releasing that energy. The old to tap into the new energy. I need some sustenance, y'all. I don't know where you're at in your journey, but for me, when I have these energies that come in like this, I fast. My body forces me to fast because this is a lot of energy to hold. So for instance, let me set it up this way that might make sense to you. So when you're going to yoga, you don't, or even working out, you don't really typically eat a heavy meal before you go do that because you're going to be releasing and you're bringing in, and then, you know, you might have something to set yourself up. Rainbows are coming in right now. You gotta have something, right? You can't be just tapped out fully. You gotta have something to do that, to make that float, make that work so you don't crash, right? I'm not gonna crash. And then after that work, after that progress, you got to, this needle keeps moving, y'all. This needle doesn't need to be moving. There's no reason this needle should be moving. and not making that much movement. And if this needle keeps going down, okay? When I got in here, this needle was at this one level, and now this needle's going down. Anyhow, there's no reason for it to do that. Segue, squirrel, what were we talking about? Replenishing your energy after you do the thing. It takes a lot to do the thing. When you go work out, it takes a lot, y'all. I work out my spiritual muscles, and it takes a lot on the human body. And sometimes I don't know why I do what I do until after the fact. So, there we go. I just had another level of my gift release to put out into the public. 35-45. I normally shy away from that. But it's a hard one for me because I got bullied so much as a kid when I'd let my light language out, and people were like, I don't understand what you're talking about. You're crazy. Yeah, always. I don't know anything but crazy, y'all. Whatever. Call me whatever you want to call me. I will be whatever player in your story that I need to be, because that's what you chose for me. I show up how I need to show up, and you're going to put me in whatever category that you want me to be in. I'm the player however you want me to show up. It's your choice. I'm going to show up as me every single time, and authentic and genuine, and a real human being. I know who I am. Interruptions, pivot changes, plot twists, timeline jumping. I hear the ice cream truck now. Six 5-0-3707. The death and rebirth cycles, and the energetics and everything, it's trying to get us aligned and balanced. That's what we're supposed to be doing, is getting enlightened, okay? Enlightened is what they want to tell me. Enlightened. Yeah. Going through enlightening times, people have always been like, you're crazy. What's wrong with you? You're so crazy. And then I come back and they're like, what happened? And I'm like, that's called enlightenment, honey. That's called ascension. That's called doing the work. Y'all think I'm crazy, but now I'm like, okay, call me whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care. I got rid of those cares a long time ago. Those nonsensical caring what other people think. No. Me sitting here by myself talking to myself, it's what I've always done. That's what I'll continue to do. And when I'm not around humans, it's very interesting. I can see this perspective, of what my life looks like from my higher self. And it just makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Sometimes it's sad, but man, it is what it is. I don't care. It's just part of the experience. But I love being here on my Friday night date night with you guys. Yeah. This person that decided to blow me off was like, oh, well, what about tomorrow? I don't know what tomorrow holds for me, except I have a big day. And I already explained that. And I don't know how big my day is going to be, although it's a big day tomorrow. I don't know. I don't have any expectations except that I'm going to go do what I got to do and be a big girl, and it takes whatever time it takes. And then when I get done doing that, if I have the space, which typically I don't have the space for anything after that because I'm tapped. As you said, you are tapped already. All right, you're probably going to experience the same thing from me tomorrow. So, it's just like when you go to your friends' houses when you're little and you ask them if they can play, and sometimes your friends can play and sometimes they can't. And some kids get really heartbroken over that. And some kids are like, okay, come on, let's go do something else. Well, I'm that kid that typically was like, I'm going to go do something else. That's me doing something else. Sitting here with my beautiful date. Thank you. What do you want to tell me about yourself? I've been going on and on. Me and Spirit keep going on and on about all kinds of things. I want to know a little bit about you, what you're going through. Well, clearly the Spirit's telling me some stuff, but I would like to continue this conversation, but I gotta reset, all right? Pause. Un momento, por favor. Judgment is what Spirit wants me to talk about now. I could be Miss Judgy Pants right now and having so much judgment. And I don't know why people always think that I judge other people. No. You do you, boo. I'll do me. I'm judging me. And so normally in the past I'd be like, what is wrong with me? Why do people not want to hang out with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? How am I inadequate? Why do people not want to hang out with me? Why do people not want to show up for me when I show up above and beyond for them? Why can't people just show up for me in a reciprocal, balanced manner 4111 as I show up for them? Why? Balance and alignment, y'all. And it can be a long time that you are not balanced and aligned with others except yourself and Spirit. And you just got to accept it for what it is. And when you are balanced and aligned, you appreciate that and you have gratitude and love for that. And realize it can be moments, it can be long periods, just whatever the connection that you get. No matter how short or how long, be grateful for it, that you connected and that you were able to be at this frequency that just made you feel so in alignment and so good and so calm and just all the things, all the feels that you need to feel as a human, filling up your cup. Because that's what it's about, filling up your cup and filling up your cup from within and not filling it up from without. Does that make sense? And stopping all the belief systems and the scarcity and the lack and change the mindset, changing that perspective, changing that outlook and seeing that no, that wasn't floating my boat. Clearly, it wasn't going to float my boat. Spirit knew something that I didn't know. Always. And Spirit was taking care of me right there in that moment of not putting me in that position for whatever reason. Because last time I was put in that position, it didn't end pretty. It didn't end well for me. And I was putting myself out there to be put on the line again. And Spirit clearly knows something that I don't. And I validate that, and I have discernment, and I honor and I cherish that and trust and believe that if it was supposed to be for me, it would have happened. It would have been balanced and aligned 43-23. And backwards 23-43. So 43-23 and 23-43. Whatever. Don't be a dick. If you're going to be a dick, remove yourself from the situation. 43-43, don't be a dick. Holy hell. I keep thinking that I can roll this down, and it's like, no. Freaking freakers. Listening la-las. Who's Nancy? Who's Neil? Thanks for sticking around if you've stuck around this long for our Friday night date night. Again, I'd like to get to know you more, so you can comment and say hi or tell me how you're feeling. You know, I've been sharing a lot with y'all, and it's nice to interact, you know? I see you. I feel you. You got this. We all got this. We're all here. We're all showing up. We're all one. Yeah. How's your party this evening? I really wish ours for 44 had music, but you know, YouTube also does funny things when you have music playing in the background. There was times where I got freaking, because I had music playing in the background that was, I don't know, nonsense. We're not talking about that. But anyhow, because it's better to have peace and quiet and have my own music. Make my own music. Whoop, 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 whoop. I do all the time. It's my own little party here all the time. My own little show. I'm the star of my show. Are you the star of your show? Screw what everybody else says and what everybody else thinks, and do you, boo. Do what is alignment and balance for you, what makes you happy, what makes you... 303. I love you. It's time for me to go. I have other things that I need to be doing. Yeah. I do. And it is time. So I love you. I see you got this. Thanks for showing up for you. Thanks for showing up for Spirit. Thanks for showing up for me. Thanks for all your love and support. And even if you don't, thanks. I don't care. Thank you. Talk soon.